Hello everyone, just a quick reminder, you can now support us on Patreon. You can get this show and all our shows a day early, and lots of other goodies by supporting us. If you like what we do, and you want to see us do more, you can find us at patreon.com/StudioOmegaYT. Thanks for your time, guys. Hey, before we get started, I just want to let everybody know, this episode is brought to you by our patrons, like Optimus X.
喜べ少年
That's right, it's time for Let's Talk Fate Grand Order, everybody. Your favorite Let's Talk about Fate Grand Order. Which is good, because it's probably the only one. I am one of your hosts, Omega, and I am rated at a whopping 1.5 on your local meme list. With me, as always, is my co-host, Lucky, coming in at a towering 11.
You can't contain this much meme. But everyone, welcome to Let's Talk Fate Grand Order, aka making you question everything you know.
That's right. We're gonna raise a lot of questions this episode.
Yeah.
And they will probably already be in the title.
Before we get through that, we're going to be talking about current and future events for both JP and NA. So anyone not wanting spoilers should swear undying revenge, preferably while shaking your fist to the sky.
You know what else has us shaking our fists to the sky?
Yeah, it really helps the image.
Where the fuck is wrong? And to answer that question, looking for
Last
group.
I heard...
Hopefully that timing-wise that came out. Internet lag. We don't know who's saying what when, but hopefully it sounded okay. Yeah,
I'm hoping.
We don't know. He's doing stuff, probably.
Probably looking for a job, starving.
Starving with his beret, and his cigarette that he never smokes. And his
Didn't we
striped
used to
shirt.
joke? yeah, the one of our oldest jokes with Ron that I know of is that he literally has a beret like stapled to his head and a cigarette glued to his lips, so he can be posh snob art nerd.
Mm-hmm. And a glass of scotch in his hand.
I think that's just because Ron likes to drink.
It's true. Ron is like Ernest Hemingway, but an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so, before we get too far off topic, let's go ahead and jump into our regular segment for Protips by checking in with everybody's favorite Kohai, Mesh.
先輩、起きてください。
That's right, it's time for Wake the Fuck Up Senpai, our regular segment for Protips. This one's a little specific this week, but I figure it counts. So, North America has a high difficulty quest coming up. So, we've used this as a pro tip before, but I think it's important to remind everybody that team comp is actually important. Consider your choice of servants and build appropriately. Make sure they mesh. Don't be afraid to withdraw and reconsider when you see the conditions of your fight. Excuse me.
Yeah, don't feel ashamed about looking up or seeking advice for what goes best with what. As I said, there's a lot of things to consider out there, and there's a lot of things to consider out there, and you want to make the right choice.
I expect whatever your local community portal for FGO will be blowing up with people trying to figure out some of these quests. Because it's important to note that it's at this time that JP players are communicating to me that the game really starts to cheat, as it were. Like, not just like, oh gee, we've got, crazy high HP counts that you can never hope to have and all that other stuff, but just in general, like, oh yeah, no, we'll just make up an entirely new ability for this servant to do this, or we'll have, enemies displaying new skills and abilities that do this stuff or that stuff, or we'll just do global terrain effects, fuck you, kind of stuff. Which is great. It's just great. Super fun. But, something that is fun, also, is our Records from the Throne, our regular achievement topic. So,
Yeah.
I went through and I completed Boudica's rank up quest. In case you've seen images lurking around the internet, they have corrected the translation. It is actually Andraste now. But they had some weird phonetic spelling the first time, but they fixed it.
That's all. On
That,
my
took
end,
some
I
time.
was able to protect Emiya and Ushiwakamaru's smile.
Yeah, I'm working on Ushi. She's the only writer I've got nailed down for sure to feed XPs to for a little bit. Other than that, I'm not really sure what to do with my EXP farming right now. I should be doing it, especially since we've got a high difficulty quest coming up. But I feel a little not sure who to hit up. Should I be taking my servants who are like all level like 70 or 71 and being like, no, let's make you 80? Or should I be finding some of my low down up and comers, my level 50 Urale, my level 50 Ushiwakamaru and going, hey, you need to be a higher level.
I'm in the exact same boat. Like, with so many, like, 4 stars and a few 5 stars, like, my attention's been spread pretty thin. Like, I got Tomomo back, like, several weeks ago. I've only got her up to 70. And that's, like, still another 20 levels to go. Because I've been trying to like, spread on my XP, because, as I said, I protected with, like, the event just over and all the delicious materials. I was finally able to get other people taken care of, but now everyone's, like, I don't want to say it's OCD, but the fact that, like, I have so many servants at, like, 70 out of 80 or 80 out of 90, I'm just like, why?
Yeah, you want to push up. So yeah, hey, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. In the meantime, let's turn to Skelegorans, because we actually have quite a few variant news items this week. Number 1, ongoing already, Chaldea Boys collection. I wrote 2018 here, but I guess they're calling it just year 1 now, because they don't need to worry about future date problems. This will be ongoing until the 1st of March. So we got a banner with new servants Amakusa, Astolfo, and Kidgil, and then rate-ups on Vlad and Waver as well. So if you've ever won your own Vlad or Waver, go ahead and roll your dice now. We should also mention that Amakusa has recently gone up quite a bit in the meme lists for JP, like on App Media or Cernopedia and stuff like that. So 2 years from now, he's worth rolling for. I hope, like, you think we should step down and kind of talk about it for a second before we go on with the news item?
Yeah, I think it'd be easier to talk about now.
Have been a little bit of a hot button lately.
Oh, yeah, they are.
So, we'll say this. 1, we espouse the opinion that no servant is really bad. Some of them have poor design decisions, but they can still do stuff. They can be perfectly serviceable, especially if you give them the right support structure. Especially SSRs. Just inherently, the fact that they go to level 90 without needing to spend any grails or anything usually means they do pretty good. So, if you haven't heard of these, the so-called meme lists, there are some lists compiled about the Japanese version which are tiered, and they're based on current challenging content for JP, like challenge quests that come with every event, or, you know, super hard bosses or whatever. So they're tailored to face whatever problem the game is having right now. A week from now, 2 weeks from now, be completely different. It's not like an ongoing proper rank system, so don't take it too seriously as like an NA player on what's to save for. Like, a lot of people are like, oh my god, Jean Alter's gone down to like 8.5. She's not top tier anymore. Stop saving for her. Don't do that. Don't be dumb. If that's what your decision to save Quartz for Jean Alter was for, do yourself a favor. Do go ahead and just blow your Quartz right now. You'll appreciate what you get a lot better. But seriously, she was still top tier for like a couple years worth of content. She's still the servant with the highest attack stat in the game. Like, she's still very good, guys. Calm down. And as for, is Amakusa good? He's alright. You get to try him out in the trial quest a little. His skills could use improvement. He's lucky he doesn't get Jean's true name to servant, which is mostly useless. He does get her command seal stun as his 3rd skill also, so that's okay if you're facing servants. And he has revelation, which is always a good skill. The NP charge effect on his 2nd skill, Baptismal Rite, that's really good. That's a good effect. The reduced charge for ghosts or for undead or demons, that's just useless. It's nonsense. Don't even think about it.
I tried it. I was like, what is this even doing?
Yeah, it's like, oh, no effect. Gee, I wonder why. His NP's okay. People are right when they say he can't clear hands. His damage multiplier is super low. It's a AoE buster that only has like 1 hit in it, so it's not like generating crit stars or anything like that. The best part about it is it's an enemy debuff clear. That's usually what people use him for, and that's good. He'll get some strengthening in the future to be better at stuff, like his skills go up and his NP does slightly more damage. You know, he gets some self buffs. And of course, obviously, he's got a buster NP, so you can, you know, later when the real top tier of any meme list comes out later this year, Merlin, he'll combo well with that. But otherwise, Yeah, he's just alright. Just remember, he's a ruler. That means he resists damage from most classes and deals neutral damage to most classes. So, he'll do okay.
Okay, people. Okay, internet. Calm down. We're good.
Yeah, be cool. Be cool, internet. Internet, why weren't you cool? That's alright.
I like how I say be
Smash
cool,
cut.
internet, but I'm the guy who consistently types in all caps in the Discord.
Yeah. No, I'm just imagining we say be cool, internet, and then we smash cut somewhere. The servers are on fire, smoke everywhere. Internet, why weren't you cool? But Amakusa got a trial quest, which was also really a trial quest for Kid Gil and Astolfo, which were also in there somewhere. You got first-hand experience.
Honestly, like, I know I keep telling everyone, like, I really want Astolfo, but, like, really, like, Astolfo for me is just, like, the servant who I just want to take around to all the clothing stores and make him dress up in, like, all the cute boy and cute girl outfits. Like,
and I said, I'm pretty sure he would be okay with this.
Yeah, it would be too. It's like...
He's pretty relaxed. He's cool. And no, we're not wrong. In case you don't know. We told you we'd make you question everything.
Yeah.
Mechanics-wise, people aren't kidding when they say that Astolfo has terrible NP gen. He's super slow.
Like, honestly, like, looking
He's-
over stuff, like, Astolfo is kind of, what's the way I want to say this? I wouldn't say bad, but definitely...
He's not well designed.
Yeah, not well
there's-
designed.
There's an RNG factor to some of his best skills. He has monstrous strength for some reason. It's double for some reason because it's so anemic. It's like not even 20% attack buff for one turn at its top level. His hit counts are all really low despite the fact that he's clearly a quick-based servant, so he's supposed to be generating stars? And his NP gain's really slow, but his NP's really amazing, stat-wise. I don't know, I never used it in the trial quest, but I heard the effects. It gives you, like, 3 hits worth of evade, generates crit stars on its own, that kind of stuff. So with support, he'd do okay. It's just, he's not well-balanced.
He's a weird duck.
At the very least, he's got a stat advantage. He has, like, more attack than Mary and Martha.
Yeah.
But, hey, you got a free CE for this event. The rest are in the banner, if you wanna limit break that. I took Teacher and I.
took Nosy Obsession.
Nice. Teacher and I fits my personal aesthetic and also fits CEs I like to use because it's 50% NP charge and star attract up. So I'm like, yes, this will work.
I just took Noisy Obsession because it had ass.
I was thinking about Salon de Mary, but I was like,
yeah, I was like,
Waver and Alexander though.
Like, honestly, that was my 3 choices: Teacher and I, Salon de Mary, or Noisy Obsession. I couldn't be sure which one I wanted. I was like, ah.
Also, to prep for the incoming high difficulty quest, which require you to have cleared London. London is also half AP right now.
Yep, get
This
done.
is presumably a stealth half AP in London also, so you can clear it for the next story, because that should launch right after.
Yeah.
And the prison tower, the high difficulty quests, will only be a week, but we'll come to that in a second. Oh, also, stealth interlude update. Beowulf, Medea Lily, and Dearmund now have interludes, presumably because characters who are in them were added by this banner.
Yeah.
Don't know, I haven't done Dearmund's interlude yet. We'll see. Anyway, alright. Let's jump over to JP real quick. Winterfes Part 2. 221 through 36. Log in for some St. Quartz and some mats. There's a commemorative CE. It's very cute. It's all of your Pharaoh friends. There's a banner with a rolling rate up between Cleopatra, Ozymandias, or both. And then Nitocris and Alexander are always on rate up. This is important because I'll double check if Ozzy is limited or not. I don't think he is, but he might be a story lock. But Cleo is a limited servant. Now, okay, so Ozzy is a permanent unlock. He's not even story locked, but he's on rate up, so that's good. But
he's a good
like
guy.
I said, Cleopatra is a limited servant, so you know, it's a gold assassin on a rate up. That's not common. Also, there were no blue Raider gems. In case you remember that joke from a couple months ago. So yeah, nope, just a thing they're doing. They're filling some time.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to what they're probably killing time for in a second. But let's jump back to NP, NA, NP. I combined the two. Japan and North America form the Noble Phantasm region.
That's kind of awesome to think about, actually.
Because this was announced after, they have definitely confirmed. Vengeful demons wail at the prison tower. Because we're not edgy enough. This will run from 3-1 to 3-8, aka as soon as Chaldea Boys ends. We'll introduce Avenger Edmond Dantes as the 5-star. He'll have a banner. He is the only thing in the banner on Raid Up. And there will be 7 quests. You will get 6 tickets and 1 crystallized lore.
Yeah, NA front-loaded all this stuff.
No, they announced, okay, we're doing Chaldea Boys, and they're like, also, we're prepping you for the event that's gonna come next, and then like 2 days later, and they're like, and this is the event that's gonna come next.
Which is actually, I think, pretty nice, because, as I said, these are high difficulty quests, so I think it's good that they're giving people a little bit of time to, like, say, hey, if you want to start strengthening your servants, now's the effing time.
Yeah. Hey, clench your butthole. Also, if you want to get that Quartz from London, go ahead and do that. And then, hey, Japan has announced, but as of the time we are recording this, unless, let me be sure, I'm gonna sign into our Grand Order and double check there's no news item blowing it up. Nope. Okay. So it is announced, but not yet revealed, what they're doing exactly for 12 million downloads. Because I believe we've known that they've been at 12 million downloads for a while, they just haven't done the event yet. So, mystery new servant banner, completely hidden, no ideas. As far as we know, that means it's an all-new servant. Yeah, there's theories. There's always theories. But, there's no confirmation, and we're presuming because it's a question mark that it's an all-new servant, not an old, servant, because they've done, like, Merlin or King Hassan or, Skahak, obviously, and stuff like on, like, John Alter, even on additional million downloads. So, some other quality of life coming in this. Master missions will now give 3 quartz fragments instead of 2. I kind of hope we don't have to wait 2 years for that, but we probably will.
Yeah.
Which will be a shame, but, so basically that makes you go from, like...
about now is the, extra slot for your support setup.
Yeah, I'm hoping that, like, they'll be nice, and then, like, the first anniversary, because there was a lot of, like, revamp stuff that we're not gonna get because we already have. I'm hoping they'll bust out stuff like, and now you can do comments on your friend profiles, and now you've got, like, 8 slots, because we'll have a couple of Avengers and a couple rulers out by then, so extra could actually matter.
Yeah. But yeah, no, totally, I want 3 quartz frags. No,
that'd be great. That means you go from two free quartz a week doing master quests to 3, basically. Which adds up.
Yeah, it does.
And we love quartz. Alright, so servants and costumes will get some new VO. They'll get some new voice lines. We don't know the exact details yet, but that's what they've said. I'm presuming it'll probably be like maybe intro lines and maybe some other stuff. And what people really care about is new set of strengthening quests. Because everybody loves strengthening quests. They're all gold this time. I don't think most bronze servants are fixed already, and silver servants are either fixed or were made already good, as it were. So there's going to be 2 riders, 1 alter ego, 1 lancer, 1 caster, 1 assassin, and then question mark. They've said for sure it's an SSR, but they have not said what class it is yet.
Really strange, I think.
They're hyping it up. They're going to be like, and then on the final day, we'll reveal which SSR we're helping. There's all kinds of people it could be, to be honest. I'm interested to see, especially if we get a slightly sped up, which we appear to be, because we just had one, like, a couple months ahead of schedule.
Yep.
So I'm hoping that they keep that up, but obviously all the servants who are getting strengthening quests have to be released before they can do that.
Yep.
Alright. So, let's see. Excuse me. Slight scratch in my throat. Drink some water loudly. That fixed it. Okay. Excuse me. Alright, so I wrote this down as kind of like a filler, in case we actually want to talk about it. Do we actually have a serious Garden of Order post-mortem?
Not really. Because
I think we said everything we wanted to say last week.
Yeah, no, like I think like well, when we got to this point last week, we were both like mostly done with the event. Like,
Yeah,
I know I was just I was lazily farming.
Hey, I got all the blue gems. Got all of them.
Nice.
I didn't get a lot of the yellow gems, but I got most of the reds, and I got all the blues. Quite frankly, I don't hardly use enough secret gems. Having any of them at all is, like, decently reasonable.
Yep. You know, so no, I think we can safely close the book on Garden of War, and we can reopen it in 2 years.
Yeah. Oddly enough, so last week we mentioned some stuff about alignments again, because it came up when talking about Fujino, and in our comments we got some response on that. So I immediately thought, hey, it's been a while, we should talk about alignments again. And then, lo and behold, I jumped into a stream with Voice of St. Quartz, who left those comments, oddly enough, and he was in the middle of talking about alignments. So he suggested that he should come on, or he would be willing to come on, I should say, and talk about alignments with us. So I offered to do that. He said he was busy this week. In case you don't know already, he just released an Astolfo video, which was pretty funny. You should check it out. It's only like 3 minutes, too. So he was busy.
It is funny. I love it.
We're going to hope that he'll come back to us next week and we can have some in-detail thoughts on this, because I know for a fact he can get pretty fired up about some of this interesting comments, and I have some thoughts as a guy who's played D&D once. Lucky you have also played the D&Ds.
Like, I play a lot of tabletops.
So we can get into this.
I will give some thoughts too, but they will probably not be high-level thoughts.
Well, there's some favorite questions we can answer. So yeah, look forward to that. In this case, I have got another new discussion segment, because in case you couldn't tell, we're in free talk now. The news ended.
Yeah, we are. Yep.
So someone, oddly enough, I wrote this as a madman made a spreadsheet of every type of Noble Phantasm divided by single target AoE or utility, and then Arts Buster Quick. There will be a link in the show notes to this document. It's pretty interesting to just see it all laid out there. I have written some interesting observations looking at this, so you can learn some interesting things. So, the last servant to have a utility that is not any form of direct damage, a utility buster NP, was Jekyll. So clearly, the game designers have decided that that's not a thing anymore. Osakabe Hime is literally the only servant with a quick utility NP. Period. Assassins also have the most balanced NP spread. Like, seriously, if you look at this, there's... Let's see, where are assassins? There's, like, 2 or 3 in almost every category, and at least 1 in every category.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's very interesting to see. Mm-hmm. Their majority, or their largest block, I should say, is in quick single target.
Yeah.
But there's a couple. They've got a couple quick AoEs. They've got a couple art single targets. You know, they've got a couple of arts AoEs, and they've even got a couple Buster single target and Buster AoEs. So they're probably the most diverse. There are no quick casters, and surprising no one, but there's support, AoE, ST, none of that. Nobody in caster has any quick Noble Phantasms. Which shocks nobody, because everybody knows quick is underrepresented in the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I dug through this, and also Lancer is also very well represented. They've got at least one in everything but quick utility.
Kind of surprised.
They have a couple of Lancers with arts supports, and Leonidas has a Buster support NP, because it's a defensive boost. They have a lot of Buster AoE and single targets, though, but a decent amount of quick single targets. But they're decently spread. There's no utility NPs at all for archers. Of any kind. None.
None but damage.
Nothing but damage. And mostly single target. With the exception of, there's a shitload of Buster AoE archers. But there are not as many Buster AoE archers as there are single target archers in general. That's interesting. There's no quick AoE sabers. There's an interesting thought for you. There's a few quick single targets, but there are no quick AoEs.
But there's but on the flip side, there are a lot of Buster AoE sabers.
there are a fucking lot of Buster AoE sabers. That is what most sabers are. And there's like, 4 or 5 stars, a whole bunch of 4 stars, even a silver. They have a few, I should say, because people might take a couple literally. They have a few single target busters, a few single target arts, a couple of AoE arts, and a few quick single targets.
It's like the joke from the drama CD. If a saber doesn't fire a beam, it's not a real saber.
Yep. If a saber don't do buster, is it a real saber? The answer is yes, because Umu Baride and Lancelot's saber are really fucking good, as is Okita, but they don't shoot beams. I also wrote down that rulers have not yet branched out into quick. There are 2 arts supports rulers. There's a Buster AoE ruler and a Buster ST ruler, but there are no quick rulers yet. Oh, and I did write that sabers love Buster AoE.
Yeah, that's where I took it from. I'm not that smart. I
Also,
still get thunder.
Writers are apparently allergic to arts. They do have a writer in each of the 3 arts columns, but only one. George is your only arts single target, writer Mordred is your only arts AoE, and Boudica is your only arts support. All the rest of them are quick or buster. Usually AoE, but there are a couple of STs. And the 3 buster STs are all 5 stars. It's Maeve, Ozymandias, and Ketz. So, they're probably pretty good at that. Just throwing that out there. And that's all the thoughts I wrote down. Does anything else, like, just looking at the spreadsheet, jump out at you?
Well, you're mentioning, like, for, like, the, archers and the, how they start getting a lot of single targets. It's like, that has to be something later game, because I'm thinking about, like, all the archers most of the archers we have now. It's like, it seems pretty balanced, because, like, we have Atalante, that's some quick AoE. Emiya, that's Buster AoE. Let's see here. Orion is single target Buster, I think?
Yeah, she's arts. It's right there, buddy.
Arts.
You can look at the spreadsheet.
No, I don't want to open it. I actually want to remember this stuff.
Okay.
But so right now it seems like it's pretty like balanced on what has what. So it has to be like later game when archers start getting like.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. A lot of them are later. I mean, like David's already in. He's a single target buster.
Yeah.
Urale is a single target arts also. Robin is a single target arts.
Yeah.
But like most of the AoE busters are already out.
Yeah.
And we'll see some more. But it's interesting. And like we said, quick is the most anemic. It is the fewest servants. There's only one servant who has a quick that's not a form of damage. And DW, get on that.
Good job.
Also, it's weird. Support Berserkers is a solid category. Because there's Asterios, Caligula, and Nightingale all in arts misc, basically, in supporting or utility NPs.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have wrote that down. There's no arts AoE Berserker, which is a little bit interesting.
Work?
Dunno. I mean, Vlad 3 is a single target arts. He's pretty famous. There are a lot of Buster single target Berserkers.
Oh, yeah.
Surprising nobody.
Yeah.
And a fair number of AoE Busters. So it doesn't necessarily, like I said, it doesn't surprise me that there's no arts AoE, but also there's no arts AoE. Avenger is pretty balanced. There are quick Avengers, there is an arts Avenger, and there are Buster Avengers. Alter Egos are also pretty spread out. But if they release a third Foreigner, you have even odds if it's going to be a quick Foreigner or if it's going to be somebody doing like AoE or ST in an area they haven't hit yet.
Well, if we're going to, like, the new servant's going to be like an SSR frickin' Foreigner, it's going to be frickin' Lovecraft.
I mean, somebody did joke that it was Randolph Carter, who
Yeah, I know, yeah.
is basically Lovecraft's self-insert character. That'd be, I think, a little weird to pull out at 12 million downloads.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be a dude. I kind of hope it's a dude, because they don't do dudes a lot.
Yeah.
But, we do have White Day coming up with another Chaldea Boys, so there's that. But still,
Well, I said
Like-
I just said they just pulled out Semiramis, so who freaking knows?
Who knows? Semiramis joining the esteemed 3, rounding out the trilogy of Buster AoE assassins. Her, Cleopatra, and Kato Danzo. Not bad company, it's still just kind of funny. Also, I think this goes without saying, but casters love arts.
Yeah.
There are no quick casters. There's a lot of arts casters. A lot of arts AoE. And you can literally count all the single target of any type casters on your hand. Because there are exactly 5 of them. So I'm saying when. When Aniplex. When are we doing Journey to the West? I'll throw Quartz, I don't have it that. Because I got a long wait, unless I want to roll on Prisma. Which I don't necessarily. There's going to be a long wait before we get more single-target casters. We got to wait all the way for like a year and a half until the end of Epic of Remnant.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's a long-ass way. So, hey, if you want your single-target casters, Journey to the West or Prisma. Because I think there's a single rerun of the Prisma banner. So, you don't get a lot of chances.
Oh,
But
jeez.
I think we've fluffed enough time on that. And let's leave that link so I can find it again later.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, so we're about halfway through the show. We're at only 30 minutes.
Oh, nice.
So, let's move into the Prison Tower pregame, because Prison Tower is going to be a thing. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it is.
So, I read these notes, so I'll just read them out.
Yeah, go for it.
Prison Tower, it's pretty straightforward. It's a series of high difficulty quests, a quest a day. Each quest costs 20 AP. They're themed, there's going to be some story stuff in there, whatever. This is a pregame, so we don't care about that. We only care about how much is going to kick your ass. You will get a level 90 NP4 support Dantes if you need him. Which you might. Boss levels will run upwards of 90, with HP values that can reach over 200k. Excuse me, almost got the hiccups. Prep accordingly. It's a lot of HP to deal with. So, many of these levels have nasty gimmicks beyond standard mechanics, such as self-charging, sudden buffs or debuffs, which are, like, big chunks. Like, I think the second quest is, like, they can inflict a, like, 80% quick down on you.
Actually, that's the first quest.
It's the first one, right?
Actually, yeah, I pulled it up. Yeah, so, like, the first one, Embodiment of Envy, it has a special skill that reduces quick card performance for your whole party by 80%. The second day is the Embodiment of Lust. Has a special skill that increases MP charge. Let's see. Day 3, Embodiment of Sloth, has a special skill that reduces the MP charge for your whole party by 20%.
Motherfucker.
Yeah. Let's see here. 4. Let's see here. Knight of the Holy Maiden has a special skill that increases the MP charge of the whole enemy party. And the French soldier during the final battle can apply taunt to one of your Oh, wow. Can apply taunt to one of your units, causing the whole enemy party to concentrate that attack on that affected unit. Oh man, that's a reverse taunt. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, no. They're real bullshit. We're not kidding you here. It's real bullshit.
No, I'm gonna keep going with this, because like I'm learning this, because I didn't read this before.
Oh boy.
Let's see here. Embodiment of Gluttony, which is day 5, has a special skill that increases the critical hit rate by 80%. And the Proto-Homunculus during the final battle has a special skill that recovers 6,000 HP. Let's see here. Day 6. Wyvern Origin has a skill that grants invulnerability. Let's see here.
Wait, hold on. Does the Wyvern Origin happen to be a writer?
Let me see. Yes.
Boom! Shiki!
Yeah, probably, yeah. You Shiki.
Mystic Eyes. Give yourself Pierce Invul.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! I prepped for this. Get fucked, Wyvern Origin.
Yeah. Also, Amakusa's MP will remove all buffs, so you can't use an evasion or invulnerability to survive. You have to kill him first. Wow.
That's real bad.
Oh my god, you fight Amakusa and Jeanne d'Arc both in the same fight.
Hold on, don't worry, I got a note for that. We'll come back to that. Keep going. That was day 6, right? Is there a special gimmick for day 7?
Yeah, let's see here. Oh, wow. Okay, so, the Colossal Ghost in Day 7 only has a 1% chance of instant kill. So you might want to bring Powerful Servants instead of relying on Shiki this time. And the note here just says, bring Edmond Dantes as the Avenger. Yeah.
So, hey, remember how we talked about how you're going to fight some rulers? Take Dantes on days 4 and 6. They have ruler bosses. He's a level 90 Avenger. Hey, guess what? Avengers beat rulers. That is what they are for.
Yes, they do.
So, take advantage of the fact that they give you... You don't have to roll your own in the gacha and level them to 90. They give you a free one. Though if anybody wants to shoot some double Dantes videos, go ahead and throw that at me. We can make an edge montage. By the way, you're probably going to find out. I'm pretty sure it's going to come out in this story if you didn't pick it up from Garden of Order. Dantes is pretty edgy.
Oh yeah, it is.
Which anybody would know if you've actually read the Count of Monte Cristo. But seriously, no.
I have. It's kind of. It was like I wasn't sure how they're gonna play it here in FGO, but it's like nope, they got it right.
No, he's an Avenger. He is the embodiment of revenge as a concept. You know how sabers are the heroic spirit of the sword, lancers are the heroic spirit of the lance, etc. Avengers are literally the heroic spirit of vengeance. They are the knights. They are Batman.
Batman servant.
I think there's some legal problems with that.
Yeah, probably.
Also, no spoilers, but your final opponent will be a level 90 Avenger with 500 KHP. And there's not a lot you can do to fix that necessarily, because Moon Cancer's not in the game yet. We gotta wait like a year or more for that before they put BB in the game. So just suck it up. I presume they're still weak to Berserker.
When in doubt, Berserker.
Yeah, when in doubt, borrow your friend's Golden.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, but yeah, so yeah. Note about the prison tower is apparently the drops are super freaking good.
Yeah, no, they're guaranteed, I believe.
Yeah, they're guaranteed drops. So like I'm looking at the list right now. You're gonna get like, let's see here, like 21 bones, like.
Oh, so I can level up a skill for Altera once.
Yep, you're gonna get like some. You're gonna get some hearts of the foreign god. I think you get 3 of each. You get 4 twin crystals. You get like let's see here, 18 proof of heroes, like 3 void dust, 5 flames of wisdom, 5 homunculus babies, 2 gears, 4 fangs. Oh no, that's 10 fires of wisdom. It's like no, you get like a lot of stuff. So like you're gonna want to get these done because like it's gonna like save you a lot of farming later.
Yeah, there's not really a shop or anything for this event. It's just, hey, it's a new day, new quest.
Yep. So you definitely want to get it done. And as I said, like completing each quest gets you a summon ticket. And so like first 6 days, summon tickets. Last day, crystallized lore. Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but I do think the rewards are very worth it. Because as I said, after this, we're going basically straight into America. Which
we will probably talk about next episode, I think.
Probably.
Yeah, because next will be we'll be recording on like the 2nd or the 3rd. Let's see, when does this end? Oh, I didn't write it down. We deleted those notes.
Shit. Undo.
Quick, Google. They did not say when, right? Unfortunately. Damn. I hate that Grand Order Wiki doesn't... Oh, there it is. Upcoming events. They don't always seem to do upcoming events, so it'll be... Yeah, it'll run until the 7th, so yeah. So we'll have time to pregame you on America as well.
Alrighty.
Talk about some new shit you can get, and what boss battles there you should be deeply afraid of. So yeah, no. Prison Tower, it'll be fun. We're gonna have a serious quest. We're gonna put on our big boy pants.
Yeah.
JP can stop laughing at us for thinking things are hard. No, they're gonna keep laughing at us until we get to Camelot, I think.
Probably.
That's I think that's the one chapter I hear everybody talk about the difficulty of certain bosses at. So we'll see. I got a Urale, I got a Mordred. I think I'm good. I'm prepped. If there's any more solutions I need, dear viewers, let me know. Let me know what else I need in my
Let us know in
bag.
the comments below.
Yep. All right. We were only in like 45 minutes. So what are we gonna talk about for like 15 minutes to round out the show?
Easy. Let's start with the meme of the week.
All right. That's true. We can talk about this for a while. Let's pat our own backs.
Yeah.
Because we are now professional guys who sell shirts. That's right. Somebody bought a t-shirt, and then we got the money for the t-shirt eventually, and now it has been properly distributed to everybody in the organization. We get paid for a shirt. Yay.
I was like, honestly, it's a surreal feeling. It really is.
It is.
It's like,
you know, every couple of days, my parents ask me, "Did you get rich yet?" I was able that day to put my hand on my mother's shoulder and say, "Mom, I'm not rich yet, but I sold a shirt." And it's a big landmark for us. And hey, for you guys out there, that means that our merch is out in the wild, so you should buy your own shirt. So if you ever run into anybody with a shirt, you'll recognize each other.
Give each other high fives. Share inside jokes.
Mm-hmm. And several of our t-shirts are
Do we have any inside jokes? Oh yeah, huh?
I mean, we've as we have demonstrated once again in this episode, your inability to make sure you can pronounce Astolfo correctly. We have that shirt. We need to buy one for Lucky and staple it to him.
Please don't.
Okay, we'll staple it to your wall instead. But remember, if you buy an Astolfo pronunciation guide shirt, all you need to do is look down, and you'll know.
As to, like, speaking of, like, shirts and stuff, I am working on, the t-shirt design. Slowly but surely, I've been sending Omega some
whips.
Some previews. He likes them. I just need to, like, get some text on them, clean them up, make them transparent.
Yeah, so Lucky does all our anything really resembling actual artistic design. I'm your guy responsible for all those thumbnails.
Yeah.
So I do the 10,000 hours in MS Paint every week.
You see, like, I actually have, like, I'm not gonna say I'm a good artist. I'm completely an amateur. I'm a novice. But, you know, I got a freaking, I got a tablet. I got me some digital art programs. I can draw a bit. It just takes me effing forever, and I have to not be ADD about everything. Which is the big problem right now. I have, like, 4 shirt designs up, and I keep hopping back between them, but then I go play Monster Hunter World for, like, 12 hours and come back to it, and, like, what was I doing?
That's okay. I'm not very literally ADD, but there are definitely times when I'm working on something, I'm like, okay, I don't want to work on this anymore. Not like a distracted thing, it's just like, alright, I'm done with this for now.
Oh, no, seriously, like, I'm jumping between, like, I read, like, I consume, a lot of people who have, like, ADD or something that's similar to me, they always have, like, a focus thing. They have that, like, one thing they can focus on for, like, hours upon. For some of them, it's art. For me, it's not art. Mine is, like, literally my focus point is consuming media. So I can sit for, like, hours, like, almost, like, a full day and do nothing but, like, read light novels, read manga, watch anime, and, like, just completely zone in on that. Anytime I try to do anything, like, actually constructive or creative, kind of flub a bit.
It's funny you said that. My instant thought when you said that was, rip your artistic talent.
Yeah.
Though it's interesting that you say that. If we want to drop out of Let's Talk FGO and go into the real world for a minute, I think that means that I'm probably not actually ADD, because I don't have one focus point. I have multiple focus points. If I actually focus in something, if I get into something, whether it's like a work thing, whether it's a creative thing, whether it's reading, I can do that for hours and hours and hours. It's when it's my issues lie in the realm of anxiety and stress. So it's when stuff stresses me that's when I fold like a cheap paper towel.
You see, like, it's kind of the opposite for me. Like one of the things about ADD is so called something, I think, like executive action disorder, where, like, if you are capable of putting something off for whatever reason, you will. So actually, when, like, people start, like, buckling down on me to do something, I actually usually perform better. But if you leave me on my own, it's like, that's when I kind of get, like, kind of fluffy and, like, waver on it.
Yeah, I wonder, well, if we want to, you know, since we still have some time to kill, I could talk about my armchair. I took a psych class in college. You know, the technical definition for a disorder is something that impacts your life. So I will say, yeah, that probably is, there's definitely a disorder level thing there. But at the same time, I do think at some point, many people just... You require a little bit of, they talk about eustress, positive stress. Everybody needs a little bit of stress in your life. We're talking about we'll make it FGO relevant. We're talking about these high difficulty quests, that's going to put a little bit of strain on you. You got to think about it. You got to probably going to get your ass kicked a couple times. But that's what makes it kind of good, because you have to actually stop and think about it and put extra effort in.
Yeah, but I also think, like, the part of the extra effort is because you want the shiny thing at the end, Right.
But some people do just, they thrive in the stressful environment. But I think it's not, most people don't do good unless there's at least a little bit of stress. Because I've said I don't, cope with stressful situations super well. Like, they make me feel shitty. They probably impact my work. I just try not to let it show.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, let's bring it back. Like, Garden of Order. Like, honestly, like, as laid back and chill as that was still, like, that still had that positive stress in it, because you literally have this list of 100 missions you need to get done.
Oh, yeah, they give you a checklist.
Yeah, they give you a checklist, and it's like, all right, this is what you've done. Now you need to do this. You've done this. Now you need to do this. Now you've unlocked this. Now you need to do this. And, like, they delivered it in a format, that doesn't make you feel, like, overwhelmed, but still pushes you forward.
Mm-hmm.
It, like, it said, in every step reinforces you positively with reward, so then you want to take the step and get the next reward.
And all the time, you keep playing Fake Grand Order.
And, yep.
And
so it basically...
that banner lurks, letting you know.
So it basically fed you... It's like, it was a self-perpetuating cycle of work and reward, I guess we'll say. Like, I'm a college dropout. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I was taking business administration. So if you want to talk like business, setting that up, and like marketing, I'm your guy. But
yeah, lucky I know all that. I just make thumbnails and I talk a lot. I've joked before. I've got a liberal arts degree and then a criminal justice degree on top of that. So I don't. What the fuck am I doing here? I could have gotten an English degree, but then we'd still be asking, what the fuck am I doing here?
Yep.
No offense to anybody out there who has an English degree, just, if you got a degree in English,
Nah, Lucky's the blue-collar person here, as I said. But yeah, so like, FGO is, like, actually, if we're gonna go back into FGO is really something that's doing pretty good with the reward, like, the work-to-reward system.
Mm.
And
well, sometimes. Some of the events have been a little goofy. I think almost every NA player has a bad taste in their mouth about Saber Wars. Other than some people who got, like, really lucky in the gacha or whatever, but...
Yeah. As I said, like, Saber Wars was kind of iffy with its rewards. Moon viewing was kind of iffy. But Nerofest, Valentine's, Garden of Order... I didn't even say Gouda Gouda. Gouda Gouda was a little bit stressful, but, you can still make it.
And it was also very entertaining.
It was very entertaining, which is another factor. It's like, because, like, business like that is like, how much do people want it and how much people are willing to shell out for it? It's like what is the driving force and a lot of focus.
Christmas was also kind of a good event because it was the first one with a raffle system. We know that got a little bit repetitive, running those strats over and over again, but, like, there was a literal raffle at the end of it, so...
Well, yeah, but see, that works on the formula of you can put in set amount of effort and get basically infinite rewards for it, like, as long as you had it.
And apparently people did, because people got a shitload more Dragon Fangs than you and me did.
Yeah. So, like, that's how that works. It's like, set amount of effort equals, like, this so much, and you can repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. So, for a lot of people, that's super economical. Like, as long as you have to put the resources into it, which is usually, like, golden apples or St. Quartz, because you only get so many...
Rainbow apples.
Rainbow apples. You can only do so much, but it's like the same thing. Our next Lotto event is Da Vinci, right?
Yeah, that'll be the next one with the Lotto. So our next event is Prison Tower, which is just a quest a day. It's a challenging quest format, and then we've got a story chapter, and I think that'll close out March, because it doesn't.
America closes out March, I think.
Yeah, I think so. And then Da Vinci will be like the last week of March. I think they should save it till April 1st. But there's also like a regular April Fool's event, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if they'll make it sync up.
We'll see.
And who knows? Maybe they'll space it out with another like week for like Strength and Quest or something. By the way, if anybody hears slight clicking sounds and possibly the sound of pens on paper, that's me. I'm doodling. No offense to Lucky. It's just that's what I do when I'm not thinking too hard about something. Is I doodle. You guys should see my college notebooks, especially whenever they showed movies in class. Lots of doodling. All right. Well,
see,
now
for me to art, I have to set up. I have to set up stuff. I have to like move my keyboard because my desk is tiny. I need like a bigger desk. Please.
Yeah, I gotta fuck you,
subscribe
desk.
yeah. Please subscribe to our Patreon so we can get Lucky a bigger desk so we can actually art comfortably without having to like rearrange half his damn desk.
Your reward will be Lucky will draw more things that you can then buy.
Yeah, it will.
Honestly, though, that's not... If we say that as a joke, is like, why would you do that? But honestly, some people do actually appreciate that. They like being able to get more merch. But for now, we have a very robust selection of merch. Please buy it. I think we've done enough shilling, and we've done enough Game Theory 101. We can probably... Let's see, where are we at? We're at like 55 minutes. We can probably round it out. Yeah, so... So, we've talked about the Patreon. The Patreon's kind of going someplace. We got some stuff. We thank the patron at the top of the show. We've got some more people in the credits. Hey, do remember to actually stick around after we stop talking for like 30 seconds. There'll be credits at least, that'll display all our patrons. And move on from there. And then, in the future, once we've got too many for it to fit in a single column, we'll have to figure out how to make an end card graphic. So our end card icons can slot in there too. But whatever, that's more work for future Omega. But, yeah, so there was a slight joke about super high tier rewards. I've been thinking about some ideas, because I wasn't necessarily sure people would bite on the $20 whale right away, but they kind of did, so, in our, second month. So,
we really appreciate you.
Yeah, no, in case you can tell from the top. We're believe in authenticity here at Let's Talk Fake Grand Order and everywhere on Studio Omega channel. So we're being super authentic right now. Thank you. Every single person's generosity and the fact that they want to talk to us about anything, that floors us. Seriously. We love you guys. But, so, I instantly tried to think, okay, what's the next... I thought whale was a joke, kind of. Whale's clearly not a joke. I mean, there are real rewards in it, too. Like, you're getting on your thank you and all that. What's our next tier up? What's Moby Dick? And then, so I tossed around some ideas, and one of our they also are a patron, they tossed an idea, like, you should do, like, an $80 Buy Me a Quartz Pack tier. That doesn't work straight out, because, unfortunately, Patreon takes a percentage cut, so if you gave us $80, we wouldn't actually make $80. Never mind the fact that, we would actually then split that between the two people who run the channel. And in future, we might, split it between other people. Like, if we have artists do stuff, we might have to, shunt some money off to them to get something done, or we might have, inventory or equipment costs. It wouldn't translate directly.
Yep.
So they threw out a joke, $100 Lucky's waifu tier, and I immediately thought, my business sense got tickling. And I thought, wait, I could do this as a thing. So I thought about the joke, the memeiest tier, go for $100, $50, whatever. It's a ridiculous amount of money. But it would be the waifu tier. You'd get a special waifu title on Discord. Obviously, you get all the lower rewards, so you get, the early access, you get the thank yous on air and all that other stuff. And then the bonus, the extra reward, why you're actually doing this, is that physically, we will write you a love letter every month and send it to you in the mail.
He says that, but I would have to type it. I'm not gonna lie, I have horrible handwriting. I would have to start taking penmanship classes if you wanted a handwritten letter.
Hold on, I'm gonna write something on a pad that will become a photo that will show up in this episode.
Oh man, should I do it too? I need to actually be able to. No, I'll show it up. I'll show it off later. I'm too lazy for this.
Well, thank you for vamping while I wrote.
No, I'm pretty good with the written word, but actually writing the word.
All right, I'll take a picture of that on my phone after, and I'll put that in the video editing. Also, stay tuned after we stop talking for that, because... Well, actually, I don't... well, no, I probably will make the video before Lucky gets back to me on the time codes. So, maybe it will either be showing up now, or it'll show up after the end of the video, depending on when I actually do the editing. We'll see. But yeah, no. You can see what my handwriting is like. And also my doodles. Because I wrote it on the same page. Yes, I may have just said Patch. Don't question me. We speak English good here at Studio Omega.
I like to tell people I only speak 2 languages: bad English and horrible English.
That's fair. In that case, I think I would speak several languages poorly. But yeah, so that was the thing I thought about. So what you guys tell us your thoughts? Is that a joke too far? Are there any of you out there who would totally give us $100 to get love letters a month? Because let's not be shy. We'd do that. We'd do that in a heartbeat.
How about we write them a love letter that, you know, like, and they get to dictate how we write it, like if it's like super sappy or like a specific style.
I was thinking just a genuine thank you, because I'm pretty sure if you're paying me $100 a month, well, you know, whatever, we'd split it up. But you know, if you physically, the patron, are spending $100 a month, I could come up with some thoughts every week about how much I care about and appreciate you. We don't need to go full blown Violet Evergarden on this. By the way, if you're in a country that legally streams Violet Evergarden, watch Violet Evergarden. If you are not in a country that legally streams Violet Evergarden, witchcraft?
Wink, wink, and nudge, nudge.
Question mark. So yeah, that's just we think of dumb stuff that maybe people will want to give us money for all the time, aka this show.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what the clock is at. All right, we're at over an hour. We're gonna cut some time out of that, obviously, but we can probably wrap up now. We killed time sufficiently, and hopefully people are still here.
Getting good at that.
Or maybe people will just skip that block. Make sure in the show notes when you write this, if you can, probably make sure to delineate that so people know that they can jump around in there somewhere when we write that later.
Yeah, I can do that.
But yeah. So let's go ahead and
take the time code padding it out.
Excuse me. Let's go ahead and dial us down. Let's go and wrap up. Next time on Fake Grand Order, we will be scooped by 12 million downloads. It's gonna happen. Hold on. Let me check once again live on air. I will check the Reddit for new threads. Has it happened yet? No. Okay. So as of the time we're going to turn off the microphones, we have not yet been scooped, but we will be scooped by the time this comes out. Except for our audio listeners, they'll probably get this right away. I'm presuming by noon tomorrow, they'll have thrown it out there just to fuck us over.
I'm gonna say like Monday. So
maybe we won't be scooped. We might physically get this episode out before they announce something. Hopefully.
We might.
Alright, so there's that. And then we just do the usual outro. You know. If you like this video, give it a like. We love likes. They are a way you can let us know you appreciate it.
Give it a dislike. We like those too. And tell us why you disliked it.
Especially, yeah, if you do actually genuinely want to give us a dislike, tell us why. We're always looking to improve the product.
We like feedback of all sorts.
We do. We love feedback. Speaking of feedback, you can give us your feedback in the comments section down below, as we have told you several times to do. We read all of those. Occasionally I like some of them. Give them a thumbs up, that kind of stuff.
If you just want to yell out your waifu in all caps, do it. I'll yell out my waifus in all caps, and we can have a screamy match on YouTube.
Hey, go for it. Whatever. Comments help the channel. And if you want to get in on all of our incredibly stupid shenanigans, join the community Discord. Lucky bought Discord Nitro recently, so it's been a little crazy. Also, we just post GIFs all the time. We have shitposting wars. We post random GIFs all the time.
I'm looking at our
sometimes we talk about
it is
FGO and animes. Lucky recently made an executive decision to open a specific games channel, so you can talk about games that are not FGO.
Yeah.
You can dump art. Our art dump channel is incredibly popular. We always have people in there posting like Twitter artists or just random fan art and stuff. Occasionally one of us will just go crazy and be like, yeah, I'm gonna just dump my entire folder named Carmilla or Tammo or Bryn. I'm just gonna dump all that on there.
Like usually when a new servant comes out, I usually go on a Pixiv pilgrimage.
Pixiv walk, yeah. I was just about to mention, occasionally people will go on Pixiv walks and they'll come back and sometimes they find some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
But we've mentioned before, both on this and on Anime Power Hour, our other show you should check out, that you gotta be careful, because Japanese artists are not always shy.
They are not. I'm okay with this, but I know that, like, not everyone else is okay with it, so...
And you gotta be honest, even if you're okay with it, sometimes it's still a shock. Sometimes you're just minding your own business and they're like, boobs. You're like, okay, wow, alright.
Great, okay, I wanted that. Yes, cool, thank you.
Yeah, is there anybody around? They might think this is awkward. It's not usually a problem for me, locked away in the studio, but it could be. So, that's our community Discord, and, of course, if you are new here and you've not already, please subscribe. We actually jumped up a shitload of subscribers, probably thanks to Voice of St. Quartz, who directly shouted us out our last episode. That's good. We need... Yeah, no. It's fine. He shouts us out to give us subscribers, and in return, we give him a podcast to listen to.
Yeah, apparently he actually listens, so wow.
Yes, and we do approve of what he said we are good for, which is listening to us talk while you grind. At this point, let's see, each show is about an hour. We've done 26 of them. So you could literally spend all day with our playlist on, like, just start at the top and go through and see how crappy our first couple episodes probably were. Hey, there's a future subscriber video. Studio Maker reacts. We go back and listen to our own old episodes.
Oh, God, no, I don't want to. No.
Hey, in the comments, if you want to watch that video, let us know. We'll hold the hostage.
Hear me moan,
we will hold it hostage. We will hold our own suffering hostage to you, the viewers. So please subscribe.
Oh, man, I'm not good with these things. I'm really not good with those kind of things. I'm the kind of guy when something awkward happens on television, I have to like stop and mentally prepare myself because I just can't handle the cringe. I am not good with cringe.
Oh, hey, we're alike. You realize there's a reason why I don't listen back to our shows after I record them.
Well, you see, here's the thing, like listening to them immediately after, it's not so bad, but like
that's true. When I do audio editing, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, like I like to say we have improved over like past half year. We've been doing this for like a half year, haven't we?
This is our 26th episode. So,
yeah, literally half a year. We've been doing this just basically almost every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like I would like to say that we're better at this than we were half a year ago. So if I was to go back and listen to other stuff, yeah, me too. Leave a comment below if you think we're doing better now than we were before.
Hey, here's a better idea. Leave us a comment if you've been here all 26 episodes.
Some people have.
Mm-hmm. Or, if not, let us know what episode you jumped on board on. This is definitely not just a way to try out comments, and we do, in fact, actually care.
We do care. Here's the thing. It's like, I honestly do want to know, like, where people come in, like, what drew them to us, like, why they stay. Like, I want to know these things, because I can take that information and then turn it into something that can improve the experience. Like, this is why, as I said, like marketing and business is what I know. You need feedback from your customers, your recipients, and all that in order to improve. If you go on just like what you know off the top of your head, you will ultimately fail. Like, honestly. So please, if you have something you want to share with us, no matter how insignificant or whatever, share it with us. We will greatly appreciate and love you.
And of course, the other way you can get a hold of us, including getting these episodes in audio format as soon as they are done, for just $1 a month, which is a really great deal, in case I haven't said that before. Go ahead and support us on Patreon. We've already got a few balls rolling. We've got some goals in mind. We've got some future stuff we want to do. And I haven't wrote this up yet, but we only have one patron at the poll level so far, so I don't think we're going to launch topic polls just yet. But hey, if there's 2 of you, maybe we'll start a topic poll next month.
I'll vote on it. I'll be the tiebreaker.
That's right. You'll be the vice president. Break that tie. All right, so we've come to the end of the episode. It is time to go ahead and leave you guys. And Lucky and I are going to go back to checking out what the Crunchyroll Anime Awards are about, because we have another show about anime that we do that doesn't get nearly as many views as this, so please consider checking that out. Thanks. And, hey, I say this a lot, but I mean it all the time, every time I've said it. Thanks for your time, guys.
Thank you. Good night!